Alright, Gabe, so we're gonna go session with Phil the Funk off of his legendary Outcrowd crew based in Arizona, I believe. I heard a lot about these guys, seem they're pretty cool. Now, how well do you know Phil?
Not at all.
Not at all, okay, except for that one time we did meet him at that one night. Um, yeah, Phil seems to be a pretty upstanding guy. He's part of a great crowd of b-boys and DJ guy, shout out to Outcrowd. We're gonna go ahead and see what's going to go down today. So, yeah, his name is Phil the Funk. So I feel like I'm gonna be feeling something today. Could be funk, could be spunk. I don't know. Smell the funk. Smell the funk. Feel the funk. I'm really interested in hearing. Have you heard about the thing they do on Facebook called delis and fortressing? They keep posting this in comments everywhere, and I'm really interested. Shit!
Right, man, I can't wait. The legendary Phil the Funk. Oh shit. Hey, how you doing, man? Alright, doing pretty good. Alright. The legendary. Oh shit, is he here? He's not?
Oh no! I just hung up on Phil the Funk by accident. He called me back and I hung up on him. Maybe he hates me now. I hope we're still best friends. Oh shit, Phil came, yo.
Yeah. Sorry when you're late, man.
I have a phone, man.
Oh yeah, sure, man.
Give me the juice. Give me another day in life, no time for play. I'm trying to cake, high stakes, survival increasing my fire rate. Eyes dilated, aim my sight, fly straight. If I ever want my record to see the light of day, I'ma find a way to the world need a lift. If he carry bags, I know he gon' need a tip. You're free to give, my man, but I don't need a disc. With the grip of tracks, it's really nothing for me to skip. We the creed of a better breed, and you never read us, you could never see us, and that's if and you ever see us. My nemesis, why you being an Ebenezer? I'll be seeing sights, sipping on something with senoritas. Pro-political peace, let him breathe. Whether Palestinian, Israeli, or Lebanese. Behold the horse, I'm pale as I ever be. I'm trying to catch sun while I'm sailing the 70s. Float my friends, scuttle my enemies, and we constantly in a struggle for energy. I rock steadily in the spot, ready or not. Pushing my pronouns for plenty of pop. I'm getting guap, my man. I got plans to cop land away and lay in the hot sand. I know the legend, I'm playing my rock sand. Another dollar, another day in the rock band. That's juice. Give me the juice. Give me crawling out of the casket, awoke from madness. I've been in the midi and feeding off the sadness. If any an enemy coming rattling as if he ready for Armageddon, I wet him and that's it. I've been in the back, bitch, playing the sidekick. Surprised they realize the size of my dick. They blog and criticize the lines of my shit. Straddle up on the iron alone and you ride dick, but I get him a stretcher, an oxygen mask, socks and gym bags, boxes slim fast. I lose dead weight, got a lot to get past. For all that hate, I'm about to get cash. I ain't got a chain yet, you hearing the same vet. Could say that I'm lucky I made it out of a train wreck. Want me to speed it up, motherfucker, it ain't tech. It's gotta be idiot studying up on the name checks. I zone in the canvas, I'm in the paint, they ain't ready. Got spray 7 and 8, I'm alive, the aim steady. It's like me and Jason using the same shetty. So raw, I'm delirious, nigga, it ain't Eddie. It don't matter, I don't chatter at all to y'all. The new data is out of an old catalog. The instinct is that of an old rabbit dog who might have been good on that day when he got it all. That's juice. Give me the juice. Give me waking them up, shaking the fuck out of pagans that I'm making for hating with hate and sick love.
Me and Phil are best friends, guys.
Step brothers. I know, right?
Look at my Zoom practice.
I know. We're playing martial arts.
When I first started at 6'7", I was like, I still move kind of like, my point of direction, but I used to like literally move like.
Now you can stay in the same place.
I'm moving. It's still not perfect though. Like, yeah. I gotta work on it.
I'm trying to use the floor.
Yeah.
Like using the floor, like utilizing the floor.
whole space. Yeah, that's good too. Panic is really good. Panic will move around. But here's the thing with using the 4T, you want to control your space. You don't want to look like you're just floating. Yeah, exactly. Like for example, like you're battling, say there's a triangle on the floor, like just because, I don't know, just because there's pieces on the floor, it's okay. Like you can play with that. You know your space. Like there's a move where I do this and I come forward and I go. You know, I do that. But like I have to know before I do it how far I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
You know, you have to. It shows control for your space.
I've been working on.
I don't want to fucking like bump into the dude, you know, kick him in the nuts and stuff.
I've been working on my spacing was a big problem. I used to like hit the ground. It was really like because the cipher at ciphers is really big. And so I put like a bunch of metal chairs. I used to bump them and shit, but it worked.
Sometimes it's too big.
Yeah.
And you look tiny compared to the space that you're working on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why I like ciphers. Yeah. Because you have this much to work with. Yeah. The attention is on you. Exactly. It's not such a huge. You don't have to feel like you're dancing all the way forward. Yeah. Yeah. And then when you're done, you don't want to just like walk off. Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, that's hard to control, huh? Yeah. So you're say if it's like this, you know. I think like what people try to do is try and go to the middle real fast. But I think a good technique is dancing where you are and slowly moving out so that people focus on you more instead of you trying to run out and make your way. Like, I don't know. All that space. Yeah, it's a lot. You're gonna lose a lot of time.
What do you feel about cipher as opposed to battles when it comes to dancing and breaking as far as breaking goes?
Ciphers, it's just a different feel. Like when you're battling, it's hard to say, man, because I grew up in like a cipher era. Like everything is ciphers. Like when somebody like throws something out, like everything was a battle in the cipher back in the day. It wasn't just like sharing. Oh, this person does something. It's almost you're trying to top the next person. The next person's trying to top you. So it's kind of like indirectly you're battling them, but you're also reading the cipher. If they're doing a bunch of footwork and they do something, you're like, oh, I have something just like that, but better. You go out and do it right away. You know what I mean? And there's direct call-outs in the cipher, same way. So ciphering is more like you're dancing in a battle, but in a battle, I feel like you're thinking more about complexity, how you're going to beat the next person, how you're going to advance to the next round, like who you're battling and stuff like that. You're thinking about all that because, you want to have fun, and at the same time, like, you don't want to, like, lose. You know what I mean? Like, if you lose, whatever, you learn from it, but you don't go in there with the intent to lose. You go in there with the intent to advance, so you can showcase more of your stuff. In a cipher, that's the rawest form of b-boying kind of too, because battles can break out in the cipher, or you can battles, and there's no time limit. It's just you can smoke somebody out by like if you're topping them and you last longer than them, you pretty much made them look like a chump. Or like you can just top them out by a lot of it is crowd too. You know what I mean? If the crowd's like kind of moving towards your way, then you know how to control that. Then you pretty much made it on top, and you can create a rep from just ciphering, and you can create a rep from battling. It's two different things. So I feel like ciphers to me, like that's the era I grew up in. You know what I mean? And it's just more raw. Like for example, I went to Portland, and this crew, Jungle Brothers, they lost to Suicide Kings, and they called Suicide Kings in the cipher, and they battled them like full out, crew, and they were like, okay, it's time for the final battle. Let's stop the ciphers, and they're like, no, like they're like everybody held the final battle back for like another 15 minutes. They're like, no, keep battling, and then they're like, all right, so you guys have 20 more minutes. So they kept going, and it was like hyper than the rest of the jam, just because they're going off, talking shit, and what they did is prove a point to the judges. So ciphers, you have to know how to read the cipher. Yeah, you can't just like a power circle and just come out with like footwork. Yeah. You just killed it. Exactly. Yeah. You're vibing off each other. And in a way, you're trying to top each other. You want to stand out. In a way. Indirect call out. I feel like indirect call out.
I feel like in both, like when they look at you differently. Like in a battle, I look at who's better, but in a cipher, I feel like I look at like who can feel. So I feel like in a cipher, it's like it's like very sweaty, and like I feel like I can vibe off everybody.
Yeah.
And I can feel not what you're feeling, but how you feel what you're feeling. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and that you can transfer that into a battle too. You know, like I look at that too, like when I judge, and you know, like I haven't been judging long. You know, I'm not like a master judge. Like, you know, there's a lot for me to learn, but I go off also who isn't struggling less too. Like because there's a person that's feeling, and there's a person that's like trying hard. Like to me, like the moves don't matter as much, really. Like as much as like if the person can dance. Like for example, there was a battle between like Leia and this other dude. And Leia's just a beginning beat girl, you know what I mean? She has a style, but she can fucking dance, you know, she can rock, she can dance. And this other guy was doing harder stuff, he was trying to do hand hops, but then he flopped. And then he did like freezes, and it was difficult stuff, and he was hitting some stuff, but none of his stuff transitioned, and you could tell he was like really trying, his feet were dragging, you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell he was moving somewhere, and he had some stuff, but it was like
the execution wasn't
it was poor. Yeah, it was poor execution, but the difficulty was higher. And I went toward Leia, and everyone was like, "What the fuck did you go towards her?" She was dancing. She was freaking the beat. You know, you were dancing. You know, you were hitting your freezes, kind of. You know, your transition. There was no transition from one freeze to another freeze.
Yeah, it's not about like kind of hitting it. It's about like it's what you bring.
Exactly.
It's not what you're doing.
And you do it with feeling. You know.
Yeah.
You can do like the hardest move with no feeling, but if you do like a 6-step with like feeling, you know what I mean? That will capture me more than just like a hard transition freeze that didn't really mean anything and has no context. You know?
When I first started dancing, it's like, oh my god, swipe is like ultimate. Every player is ultimate, but it's like, you know, from the experience side, it thinks a lot differently. Like if I were to go to someone like, oh, you break, oh, where do you do like that? I'm like, no, I do like that, and they're like, oh, you know, like because they don't know. Same thing like before you get into like the music scene, like, oh, you know, Young Jeezy's dope. Start listening to other music, like, oh shit, Young Jeezy.
Your taste becomes acquired.
Like drinking coffee.
Open styles is becoming so big now
Yeah.
because it had the flavor that b-boy had like back then.
Yeah.
You know, like b-boy was the original open styles when you think about it. You know what I mean? Because b-boy people put in all kinds of other movements. People were inspired by kung fu movies. You know, people were inspired by different movements and put it into one dance with a foundation. So b-boy was the original open styles. So you'd come out and you just have a good time and have fun and dance and throw down and battle. And it's lost that because people get so serious, too serious about it. It's not a bad thing, but you gotta have vibes.
No matter what I'm doing, I gotta have fun.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm losing or not. Like I went into a cipher were you there at the Honest Expression?
I think so.
Okay, I was just like, I was ciphering. I was like, whatever. I just did this in the middle of a cipher, and everyone's like, oh, it feels bad. I'm like, fuck you guys. Like in the middle of the only cipher, I'm just doing this shit.
That's funny.
Yeah,
you guys just have fun, man. Like that's why open styles is because there's so many like they're just doing whatever. Like open styles, you can tell people are having a good time and shit. Like you know, and they're going off, but they're having a good time. Like that's something that needs to come back to b-boying. Really, like I feel. I have a long way to go myself too, so you know.
I feel you.
I was a student.
If
you're single, b-boy, it's a good place to be.
If you're a single skinny b-boy, bullshit. There's the one girl who like, oh, you're such a good dancer at the last worth away, and I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, here's some chapstick, and I freaked out, and I just walked away. I was like, shit.
This is phildafunk from legendary Outcrowd signing out. Outcrowd.
Shout out to No Eyes.
Shout out to No Eyes.
That's me. Hey.